All right, joining us to speak on this very serious controversy is Dr. Fabian Benjamin, who is the head Public Affairs and Protocol of JAMB. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to have you here. At least we can hear from one side, the other side.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Welcome to Newsline.
I really appreciate this wonderful opportunity.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I'm not taking it for granted.
We're glad we could do that.
Yes.
Mmesoma's father,
Yes.
Romanos, just actually laid all of the blame at the doorstep of JAMB.
Yes.
I mean, how on earth could this have happened?
Well, this is a very
If you had systems in place to even check such things.
This is a very simple issue that if anybody looks critically at the document that are being paraded, you could see that there are one or two, just as you rightly say, there's actually a problem. Because we have a process, and from registration, conduct of examination, result management, a three-stage process. You register for this examination, and you use what we call a unique identifier. That's your telephone number. You send your NIN. That NIN has your details, your date of birth, your name, and your state of origin. You send it to 5501, which is our USSD code, and your details is picked from there. You visit a center where you register, and your details are captured. Now, if you look at what she is parading as her result, one, that result was last used in 2021. 1.6 million candidates.
When you say the results, sorry, just so that we are very
The
clear,
template,
because
the
we saw,
template.
let's see, you do have some templates there.
Yes, this is the template.
Okay, so that's the template, the same one, if our cameras can actually capture this, the same one that Miss Mmesoma, you know, is said to be parading in the
Yes.
words of JAMB. If you can capture that, it'll be nice. Josh, okay, while our cameraman is trying to
Yes, that is it.
get closer to that.
Very good.
That's it. That's the one she's parading. This is what JAMB says it's been using since what year now?
2002.
Since 2022.
This is result
Right.
notification. That is
Okay.
result slip.
This is results.
We stopped using result notification after 2021 examination.
Right.
We moved to results.
We moved to result slip.
Okay.
If you look at notification, does not have a picture. Slip has a picture.
Right.
And then when you look at now, I was talking about her NIN.
That's the national
If you look at the
identification
date
number.
of birth here is 2nd March. If you look at the date of birth there is April.
Okay, great.
If you look at the address on her examination center, and you look at the address on the notification for exam that was given to her,
Right.
you will see that this, at the point maybe because of space, because the kind of character they use, they could not complete it. There is no way the Joint Admission
All
and
right, Josh, I
Matriculation
think you
Board
can pull out now.
will be giving
We're
an
good.
address to
Thank
candidates
you.
that will go and sit the exam, and the address will not be completed. How will the candidate locate that particular center? Because candidates are allowed to choose examination time, and JAMB allocates centers to them. So there is this presumption that the candidate does not even know the center he is visiting. And here she has a center that the address is not complete. That is another thing. There are so many other features, but what I want to make Nigerians understand is that we don't have anything against this girl. We don't have anything. The highest scorer is from Anambra State, from the East. She's also an Igbo lady. We announced her. So there's no way if she had scored 200.
Is it with the same figures?
No, she has 360.
Okay, 3.
Apparently, maybe because of that, and they added 2 to make it so that she will now come top and stuff like that. I wouldn't know. But if you go on net now, you will see very funny software how to fake JAMB result for fun. The target for fun. What that means is that does not reflect in the database of JAMB.
Of course.
Yes, and you can see so many of them. I have so many of them on phone where I also tried and I saw what came. And I believe
So the
that
Mmesoma case is not a peculiar one.
no, it's not a peculiar one.
Right.
Not a peculiar one in the sense that yes, others are also doing it, but it became peculiar because she is claiming it for her to use it.
Okay.
You understand? Others are doing it for fun. Even the software, the name is JAMB Fake Result for Fun.
When you say for fun, like they're just doing it to catch fun. is
Just
that
to
what
catch
you
fun.
say? Now, it couldn't just be for fun anyway, because they're going to take the results to schools, to universities,
No.
even though it's going to backfire later. We know that later they're going to have screenings upon screenings, and then they'll get back to JAMB for confirmation. Right.
This
And
is how the system works. All tertiary institutions don't collect any result for any candidate. We send them the result, and that result has the candidate's passport, the candidate biometrics. The essence is that so that even if a candidate sits exam for another candidate, you know, some of them could use picture their own identity and all this. By the time he gets to the school, it's his own picture that will be there. We have a situation in Kano, one institution in Kano, I wouldn't want to mention name, where the candidate somehow was able to manipulate, use his picture only to sit exam for another candidate. Only for that candidate that paid for that service to get to the school, and his ID card was printed and the picture of the exam taker appeared on it. And somebody advised him, you can go to court, swear affidavit and come and change it. That was why he was arrested.
Doctor,
so the universities don't take anything from the candidate.
Yes, we get
We send the result, yes, we send the biometrics, we send everything. So by the time if she had gone to University of Lagos with this thing, they would have told her clearly that, Madam, your score is 246.
Yes.
Apparently, because in University of Lagos, I want to believe that 246 wouldn't have given her the program she wants to read. Right. Maybe that is why she went into this venture.
Yet again, whatever happens, this has dealt a blow on the believability of JAMB. So should we be worried when family and friends come back home with JAMB results?
Well, you see, this does not have anything to do with our server, our database. It goes multilisted.
No,
yes.
I understand. What I'm saying is, while it does not affect your database, I mean, whatever a child brings home now,
you might have to take it with a pinch of salt.
That's it. How should we receive it?
If you follow the trend, supposing I just come out and I bring a bank statement showing that I have 10 billion, and I want to give you this bank statement, I say, please, can you give me this particular property or give me this particular instrument? I have 10 billion in my account. What you should do is to either verify, approach the bank, that look, I have a business with this particular individual and this is what he's giving me. Right. I want to know if he actually has this amount standing in some account. MTN Foundation, when they want to give honors to deserving candidates, they write to us. Please, can you give us first 10 best performing candidates? Give us first 20 and all listen. Even some of these banks, that's what they do. And that is, I believe that is the way to go. That is the culture.
Right.
But you cannot just meet somebody on the street and just the person gives you a sheet of paper and you begin to celebrate that person. And I've told you about the phone number that you need phone number. This particular candidate printed this original result yesterday. We have the detail by 12:25 p.m. yesterday. She paid 1,500 and printed this result.
So in other words, she has
this result.
Two different
but
results,
this is the one
right?
she is showing to the public.
Okay.
She has forgotten that we have a system that we can see all her transactions. Today, if you go to Airtel, because she's using an Airtel line, and you ask the Airtel, and they bring this is part of the communication. This is part of the communication that we had with her on Airtel. Right. They will show you everything. You can see that repeatedly she kept sending messages and they kept giving her 249. She kept sending messages.
That's almost scary though. I mean, I'm wondering about privacy and all of that, but that's a different matter. JAMB says it's investigating this matter. Are you done with the investigations? What exactly are you going to come up with in terms of punitive measures?
As an examination body,
right.
Once you register for JAMB examination, you have entered a contract with us. You have signed, you abide by our rules and regulation. And one of the rules is that once your conduct are found wanting, there are certain punishments that should be meted to you.
Like what?
And that is what we have taken. Now, for now, this result will not be useful to her for the 2023 examination.
Even this original result?
Yes, it will be useful to her. And then again, we don't want to have such a candidate that will want to begin to do such things with us in the next 3 years. That is our stand for now. Right. If anything changes tomorrow, and there's an independent investigation, which I believe in the next 2 weeks, they will come up with a report, and Nigerians will be shocked at what had transpired. So this is not the first time we're having this experience.
Right.
In 2021, one Chinedu somebody sued us for 2 billion naira. Came with a lawyer from Enugu and they were making noise here and there and all this thing, but only for them to come. When they were confronted with facts, they apologized. We've had this situation. When the issue of Atom Gerard in Kaduna came up, who claimed that he had 380, nobody made noise.
Thank you so much.
When the Southern Kaduna people say it is their own son and you should be honored, and we presented them with the fact, they took it in good faith.
Thank you
I don't
very
know
much.
why this one is becoming an issue.
Dr. Fabian Benjamin, Head Public Affairs and Protocol, JAMB. Thank you so much for joining us.